Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. You already know this is Punch, Trunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a touchy subject, man. Some people gonna agree, disagree. There's gonna be some understanding. There's going to be some people that be like, no. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People going to probably feel offended. Some people going to learn a couple things. You feel me? Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people could be ignorant. Some people may not. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man, 2024 has been it's been a good year so far. It's been a good year, and I think that the momentum of 2023 is gonna carry on in 2024 for the rest of the year and stuff like that. But let's go straight through it. Let's go straight to it. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And I want y'all participation in the chat for real. I want the participation in the chat for real. All right? You know what I'm saying? You know, let's just refrain from a little jokey joke. Nah. Anyway, let me give a shout out to the people. What's good? Low Nose Boxing in the building. Low Nose Boxing, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go. If you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, just hit the pin. Become a member. Support the channel. You already know the Moonshine special, the Drunk Nation exclusive. Low Nose Boxing said this is gonna be a controversial show tonight. I got my popcorn ready. Whoa, shout out to Rev. Shout out to the Wise. Shout out I'm Hunted. Fight. Fury Film said black folks in New York have accepted us. Oh, that's why we can say it. We must be advanced compared to the other states. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the N-word. Ninja. We don't want to say the N-word because because there's going to be people out here that might feel offended. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, start reporting the live, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it clean as much as possible, even though that the word has a lot of dirt in it, a lot of dirt in that word. But there's been a community, or you could say race, that washed it up, cleaned it up, took it a shower, and then made it acceptable. Let's be real. Let's be honest. There's a saying that they flipped the word. There's another one saying that they took the bad out the word and empower the word. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what's relevant what's relevant as well. The story with in the situation what happened with Teofimo Lopez Sr., Teofimo Lopez, Keyshawn Davis, Coach K, Koroma, and that time when Coach Teofimo Lopez Sr., father trainer of Teofimo Lopez, the 2-division lineal champion, there was a confrontation in the gym in one of the sparring sessions that Teofimo Lopez and Keyshawn Davis had, and the reason why Coach K Koroma, you know what I'm saying, landed a punch on Teofimo Lopez Sr. is because he believed that, you know, that the N-word started that, or it was the reason why, you know what I'm saying, that he snuffed them, and then the story where the other fighters jumped Teofimo Lopez Sr. and things of that nature. Teofimo Lopez Sr. was out here yesterday and explaining his side of the story. Which it aligned itself with the article that came out. What was it, like 2019, right? 5 years ago. Let me get this one. What's good, Fight Fury? What's good, Brian Guzman in the building? What's good, Brian Guzman? Brian Guzman in the building. Brian Guzman said Teo Lopez and Teo Sr. Bout it. Punch Drunk, bout it. That's what I'm talking about. Brian Guzman, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go. Hey, yo, la reina del boxeo. Jackie said most people don't use the word maliciously. It's true. A lot of people don't use the word maliciously. They could be like, hey, yo, that's my ninja. I'm that ninja. They all my ninjas. That ninja crazy. That ninja stupid. I'ma F this ninja up. I swear ninja would. You know what I'm saying? You can use it a lot of ways. I even see guys using the ninja on girls. Come on, my ninja. Shut the F up, ninja. Ninja crazy. F you, ninja. F me, ninja. F all y'all ninjas. You feel me? You could use it in any way you want. People describe themselves as a ninja. What the ninja want from a ninja? What this bitches want from a ninja? DMX used it. My ninja. I want the money, don't want the mind. My ninja. She can never do or die. My ninja. She can do the phone to die. My ninja. My phone. My ninja for me. Right? I don't know the lyrics. Used to get hype and said I forgot the lyrics. My fault. I forgot the lyrics. Shout out to rest in peace, DMX. What's good? Right? Some people have now used the ninja word to bully people from using or not using the ninja word. What you said? Man, come on, my ninja. You a racist. My ninja. Oh, bow. Oh, boom. Bow. There's people now that use the ninja word to bully other people. You can't use the word. I could use the ninja word. You can't use the word. I could use it. What you mean you could use it? I own the word. Whoa. There's a community of people that feel like they own the word. My ninja, chill. Anyone can say it. Yo, right? Let me see what the poll at. I got the poll. Hey, I want everybody to vote. We got 56 people voted. Come on, let's vote. Let's bring this votes up so we can have. As the question is, do Latinos need permission from blacks to use the N-word? 70% says it's racist for Latinos to use the N-word. There's people that feel like it's racist for Latinos to use the N-word. 38% says anyone could say the N-word. 5% says only blacks could use it. 40% says nobody should use it. 40% leading the way right now. 39% right now. 59 people voted. We gonna really talk about this. Be ready to risk it all over a word, right? Right, Jackie? Hey, yo, there's people that be like, they ready to risk it, everything, put their family on the line, put their freedom on the line for the N-word. There's a community out here that really feel like they own the word. And I'm saying to my mind, imagine, put it this way, for real. Let's really think about this. If the same community feels, whatever community it is, whether it's hip-hop community, black community, because I know there's a community of black people that don't like the word. There's a community of black people that want that word to be buried. There's a community within the black community that does not like the word, that is filthy, that they don't even like when the youth started using the word or something like that. They don't believe in flipping the word. There is no such thing as flipping that word, because in America, we know where that word comes from. I always used to feel like that was the most ignorant-ish to flip the word, hose down with the word, rape your ancestors with the word, rape your great-grandmother with the word, and now you're going to flip the word to empower the word? I used to be like, what the hell does these ninja thinks? No, let's be real. Oh, let's touch some feelings. Oh, let's touch it. Yeah. That was the most ignorant-ish in the community. That was the ignorant-ish for the culture. That was the most ignorant-ish for people. How can you flip a word when they rape your grandmother with that word? They lynch you with that word, and you got the audacity to make it power and call yourself that word? Oh, no, no, no. Let's preach today. You have the audacity as a community, as a race, to make that word and use it as that's my ninja. Come on now. And now that a community, by music, by culture, comedians, made that word lovely. They took the power out the word, flipped the word, and they say they empower the word. So now we're all my ninjas. My ninja, my ninja, my ninja. That was the biggest mistake. That was the biggest mistake. But since they have accepted the word, made it cool through culture, through music, through entertainment, made it, now everybody's saying the word. But then there's a culture out there that don't like the word. There's a culture out there that word is only for them. And then there's a culture out there that feel like they are the one that we could use the word. You can't. There's people out there that calls themselves a ninja, and then somebody else calls them a ninja, and then you be like, well, that's racist. Tell me, but you just call yourself a ninja, and you call this dude a ninja. And then this guy, it may be Latino, maybe Indian, maybe Asian. He'd be like, yo, what's good, my ninja? Or you can't use it. What you mean I can't use it? It's my word. Oh, you on that N-word power trip. Oh, y'all in that N-word power trip? That's what it is? Oh, it's your word. Oh, there is a community out there that feels like that's their word. That's my word. That's not your word. We could use it. You can't. So imagine this. If y'all have a power trip, and I'm talking about this community, whatever community it is. I'm not going to say just the black community, because like I said in the beginning, there's a lot of there's black people within the community that hate that word, that want to bury the word, that is disgusted with the word. That how dare the grandkids and the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren, how dare you use that word when we was lynched? Can you imagine your great-great-great-grandmother or father, you know what I'm saying, coming out of the grave, and y'all talking like that? Really? No. I said, look, I said whatever that culture is. I said there's a culture that uses the word. There's a culture that believe they empower that word, that word is not used maliciously, like Jackie Hernandez said. And then there's a community of people also that do not like the word, that they never saw it being empowered. They don't believe in flipping it. They hear the word ninja like the word ninja is the same thing to them. Ninja and ninja is the same thing. There's a community of people that feel the same way. Are you mad at those people that feel like the ninja is the same thing as ninja? I'm just laying the table. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Is this conversation all right? Could we have a dialogue? Ladies and gentlemen? Can we have a dialogue? Is this okay? Am I saying something out of pocket? Am I saying something that we don't know what's going on in this community or that community or in the world, in America? Do we have a community of people that use the ninja word and it doesn't use it maliciously? That your homeboy is your ninja, and your cousin is your ninja, and your father is your ninja. If there's a community that is okay with everybody using the word. DJ Caddy could use the word. Fat Joe could use the word. He's Puerto Rican. You feel me? It's all right. The blacks could use the word. There is a community that the word is okay. Now, do you agree there's another community of people that don't feel like it's okay, that it's not right, it is not cool? It's not cool. No. My ancestor was getting murked While they was murking my ancestors, they was calling me the ninja. While they was lynching me, they was calling me the ninja. While they was raping, they was calling me the ninja. How dare you flip that word and make it cool? How about that? How dare you flip the word and make it cool? Because that's what happened. They made it cool. Am I right or wrong? Isn't that one of the most ignorant-ish? We got one of the most dirtiest mouth. We say to each other, hey, yo, that's my mother effer. Hey, yo, that's my mother effer right there, yo. That's my mother effer. That's my motherfucker. That's my mother effer right there. I love my motherfucker. Really? You call your best friend your mother effer? That means your best friend F's your mother? How about when girls and guys be like, hey, yo, that's my bitch. That's my bitch right there. That's my bitch. How you doing, you crazy bitch? Really? There's other dudes that call their wives like that. Nah, that's my ride or die. That's my bitch right there. Really? But then if somebody else calls your wife a bitch, you got a problem. You call your wife a bitch. What the fuck is your problem? Smash that like. Let's smash that like. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me see what a poll at. Let me see what a poll at. Let me see if we moving something. If we having some tension here. Do Latinos need permission from blacks to use the N-word? 13% says it's racist for Latinos to use the N-word. 38% of the people says anyone could say the N-word. 8% says only blacks can use it, and 40% says nobody should use it. So right now, 40% says nobody should use it. I wanted to do this live because I think the whole day I was reading tweets, I was reading comments. I saw maybe a few little bit of videos or live streams or whatever, and people talking about that the reason why, and Teofimo Lopez Sr. was out here yesterday, and he said, what was the reason? As a matter of fact, let's break it down in content. We're talking about now, let's talk about, and let's relate this conversation to the Teofimo Lopez, Coach K. Koroma, Keyshawn Davis, Teofimo Lopez Jr. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it back to that incident. And the reason why, remember, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis said that that Keyshawn Davis knocked out Teofimo Lopez Sr. during the sparring of his son and Keyshawn Davis, and the N-word bomb, the N-bomb was thrown out there by Teofimo Lopez Sr., and that's what really prompted Coach K. Koroma to snuff Teofimo Lopez Sr. But let's see if it's right. Is it right, Latinos? Any Latinos in the building? Is it right that if you use the N-word, somebody punch you for it? Let me ask the Latinos in the building right now. Latino, let me ask y'all a question. Is it okay? Do you need permission from the community, whether it's the black, the black community? Within the black community, there's a community of blacks that feel that they own the word, and they are the one that gives you the permission whether you could use the word. If you use the word right now in your crib, or right now you in your block right now, and you was like, hey yo, what up? Come on, man, my nigga, you crazy, and some dude just gonna punch you, muff you, snuff you. Is it all right? Let me know, folks. Let me know. Let's have this dialogue. Any Latinos, do you feel like you need permission from your brother, from your black brother? You need permission to say the N-word? What's good, David? Let me know. Let's have this dialogue. Cobra in the building. What's good, Cobra? Cobra, one of the members of Punch Run Boxing. Everybody join Cobra. Jackie Hernandez said, I try not to use vulgar language at all. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Jackie said no. In New York, shit is normal, so no. What about anywhere? Just anywhere. New York, Atlanta, Florida, Nashville, you know what I'm saying? Texas, you feel me? We understand it's a New York thing. What is good, my ninjas? Said David, con la bandera de Puerto Rico. Senior admitted the only uses the N-word when he's angry. Stop it. And when he said F, and I'm gonna prove it to you, Easy Bands. I know you here. Black privilege is real. QBS Finest says. Let's take it back to what Senior said, and let's unravel if Keyshawn Davis and his team was really mad or was really offended of the N-word. Is it they're really offended of the N-word? Do they use the N-word amongst themselves? Or do they just don't like that a Latino refer to them the way that they refer to themselves? And now you're confusing the whole motherfucking country on who should use the word when it's cool, malicious, or good, like friends. I don't even know. Slang. Leonardo Rodriguez con los 2 pesos a comprar una Coca-Cola. Houston, everyone could call each other ninja hood thing. All right, everybody in Houston. He said everybody in Houston called each other. Let's go back to the clip with Teofimo Lopez Sr. saying the story. Let's go.
My son was whooping his ass. So when he turned his back on my son, I told my son, no. The belt hasn't run. Get your shit. So my son came and hit him on the side. And Keyshawn didn't like that. The bell rang right away. The bell rang. He turned around. My son went like this to him. And Keyshawn just snuffed him. So when Keyshawn snuffed him, that's when I went up the ring. And you know me, I say the N-word sometimes when I'm upset, but I'm from Brooklyn and I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
all right?
Slang. Yo,
and they probably K got upset at that. And he got the pass to come and hit me, but he didn't drop me or nothing. We just came and I grabbed him tight and we went into a scuffle and everybody started jumping on top of me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Senior, people want to say that Senior used the N-word. Some people understood because he's from Brooklyn, New York. So let's be real, we all talk like that. Most of us, I ain't gonna say all, most of the people talk like that in the hood, Brooklyn, Harlem, Wash Heights, Queens, whether you're Black, Latino, Arabs, Asians, when you within the culture, hip-hop culture, urban, street, everybody has that lingo. Nobody got a problem in New York City. Nobody got a problem with that. Now, I'm not going to say that you need to act, you know what I'm saying, that everybody talks the same everywhere, but he talks the way that he talks. And I know there's a culture that has no problems with it. The same people talk to themselves like that. Now, is it right for Teofimo Lopez Sr. to get punched because he used the N-word? Is it all right? Is it all right that is it okay for blacks to go around and snuffing Latinos if they use the N-word? Let me ask that question. Now let's go down to the nitty-gritty. Let's have this dialogue. Is it okay? Let me know. Is it okay? Everyone in New York, Cali, Chicago, Texas talk like that. Just saying facts. Everybody knows that. But there's some other people that have a power trip. There's other people that got a power trip. Charles Edward Cheese Color $100. That's super chatty party K. God bless you, Charles Edward Cheese. Queso. La música de queso, la música de queso, la música de queso.
Say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
Queso. DJ Camelo Alex Sensation, págame la música. Let's dive this one. Charles at the Cheese, Queso said, just got here. If you are of the culture, you got it. But as a Negro Rican, I reserve the right to get offended. This is only for ninjas. Never, ever the problem with non-blacks saying it as any moment they can weaponize it. Sweet again, just got here. If you are the culture, you got it. But as a Negro Rican, I reserve the right to get offended. This is only for ninjas. Never, ever, ever. The problem with non-blacks saying it is at any moment they can weaponize it. That's very understandable right there. Shout out to Charge of the Cheese. It's true. They could weaponize it. And also, I believe that the community, the blacks could weaponize it as well. They could lure you into saying it, right? Oh, you cool, right? And then let's say you in your job, right? And let's say can you imagine you in a job setting, and your colleagues or your colleagues, your fellow co-workers and stuff like that, y'all talk like that, and then one day you heard they're about to fire you, and then one of your managers be like, "Come on, nigga, you coming late too much." Oh, you call me a nigga, right? Oh, right. I'm gonna go to the HR. You call me a nigga. So throughout the whole time you was working, ain't no problems. But now you could weaponize it. Now they firing you because you racist, not because you're not doing your job. You coming late. You miss work and stuff like that. You ain't doing your work right. So they could weaponize it too. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody, my skin tone a little lighter. Couple of tones lighter, and tones darker. We always got the victimhood card in our back pocket, and we could throw it out anytime and use the race card. Because how we are in America right now, I could use a race card. Oh yeah, if there's something that is not going right and I'm not achieving something, I can't stop a cab, I can't get a job, and then man, I'm gonna pull that race card. You ain't give me the job because I'm black. Oh, so I could use that. I could use it, right? Let's be real. Let's be honest. We got that little victimhood card in our back pocket. If we don't get what we feel like we deserve, we throw that shit right there. Nah, I ain't getting, man. Hey, YouTube is effing up my algorithm because I'm black. Let me go, man. Let's send an email to YouTube. This punch unboxing is because, you know what I'm saying? What's good? David is building. David, God bless you. Yo, Charles at the Cheese with the super chat, man. My brother from another mother. What's going on? David con la bandera re de Puerto Rico. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. Hey! This community needs to support Punch. El Borracho, he always put in work to give us the best. That's what I'm talking about, David. David, cansada. Let's go, David. Si te quieres divertir, Puerto Rico, vamos. Con el canto y con primón. Solo quieres que viví. Un verano Nueva York. Let's go, baby. El gran cambo de David. Let's go. Buddy. What's going? It is a touchy subject right here. Luring ninjas into saying the ninja is right. Luring ninjas to say the ninja word is yeah. Or I'm about to get fired. Oh, you call me. You remember when you called me ninja the other day, my nigga? When you play. Oh, see. I'm calling HR. You want to fire me because you're racist. My man, what you talking about, my nigga? What you talking about? You my nigga, but I'm just saying. No. You call me the ninja word. You're racist. Right? Let me throw my victimhood card. Pow. Right, Queso? Right? Let's go. Charles, Edward, Cheese con el shot. Everybody. Vamos a ponerte la música de Randy, la música de Randy. No le gusta que el merengue. ¿Qué es eso? 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 DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música, Yanketing. God bless you, queso. Charles with the cheese in the building. Charles and the cheese in the building. God bless you, my brother. A comprar gasolina de 93. Leonardo Rodriguez con los 2 pesos de plátano. A comprar potato chip. Mira, Leonardo Rodriguez, ya esos 2 pesos no me dan por potato chip. Potato chip at the 25 cents juicy. That was back in the days, Leonardo Rodriguez. The potato chip now costs $2 already. I can't even buy Tropical Fantasy. They don't know what Tropical Fantasy that used to cost 50 cents. Even the Arizona drink, they remember the Arizona, the big can used to be $1. Ya no me lleva eso, ya. Good looking out. Mira, papi. Snuff Latinos, get your cooked. We carry. Let's go. Good looking out, Leonardo Rodriguez. Good looking out, David. Good looking out. All right, let's go. Let's get a little bit serious. Let's get a little serious. So Teofimo Lopez Sr., you think that is all right? Everybody in the chat, do you think that is all right for Teofimo Lopez Sr. that's from New York City and talk the way that he talk? He talked with that slang. Hey, yo, my nigga this, my nigga that. And he said that I use it when I'm mad. Some people curse when they mad. Some people just say it before. It would be like, hey, yo, my brother, chill. Hey, yo, my nigga, chill. What's good? You know what I'm saying? I could understand. I'm from New York. I could understand what Senior is saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like in Spanish. You get how many people out here is bilingual, and when you get mad, your Spanish just come out of everywhere. Mira, hijo de la gran puta, coñazo, que tú estás. Hey, yo, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though son of a bitch sounds more, it has more thunder in Spanish. But some people just go like this, right? Some people be like, hey, yo, my man, chill, bro. Yo, chill, man. Hey, yo, my nigga, chill. What's good? You feel me? I could see what Senior is saying. When he get mad, he just keeping it real. We all understand that. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Come on, y'all. Some people want to flip it. Oh, yo, he said when he mad. Everybody add an extra word when they mad. Hey, yo, chill. Yo, bro, chill. Hey, yo, my nigga, chill. You feel me? I understand, Senior. But again, y'all use it to weaponize. They use it to weaponize him now. If he got snuffed because he refrained, because he used the N-word as how people with slang use it, and he probably told his son, hey, yo, F that nigga up or F that ninja up. Man, let me say ninja. I don't want to get flagged because there's a lot of people that's gonna be that wants to flag this video right here. They want to flag this live, and they don't want to have a respectable dialogue and just. You don't even have to enjoy the show, but leave your comments in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel. The Senior talks like that because he was talking to a black fighter. Or it's because Senior talks like that no matter what. And when he's amped up and he wants his son to F a ninja up, it's not that he's just he's not saying to his son, F this ninja up like it's a black term, because let's not forget that the first time that everybody heard Teofimo Lopez Sr. use the N-word was on live television. Do y'all remember that, folks? The first time that Teofimo Lopez Sr. was criticized for using the N-word was on live TV during the fight. Do y'all remember that? Was Teofimo Lopez fighting a black fighter? Come on, right away, let's participate. For those channel hosts, for those people that got Twitter accounts, for those people that want to crucify and wants to really turn Teofimo Lopez using the N-word as really a slang, the way that he talks, turn it around and weaponize it, use it like he's being racist. Do y'all remember the first time people criticized them for using, like they never heard a Latino use the N-word? See, they've been bullying Teofimo Lopez since day one. People been trying to bully Teofimo Lopez Sr. since day one for talking how everybody else talks. Black people always call each other ninjas all day. Facts. Facts. Thank you, Christian Nakatani. Let's go back to when Senior, when he said yesterday, he said, I use it when I'm mad. Some people took it, oh, he's saying it as a racial. Well, let's see Teofimo Lopez Sr. use it when there's no black people around.
Walk that distance and fuck that nigga, bro.
We understand that in the corner audio that we just brought you, there was extreme offensive language.
So is Nakatani, when he told his son to F that, hey, yo, that's it, fuck that ninja up, is he being racist towards Nakatani? No. Participate. Is Senior being racist towards Nakatani? I don't know. Is Nakatani, you know what I'm saying, Blackanese or something like this? Let me know. Hook me up with the info. Come on. No. Yeah, there's people out here saying that Teofimo Lopez Sr. is alright because he used the N-word like everybody used the N-word. So let me just get this straight. Here is your proof that maybe when he told his son to F that ninja up, Keyshawn Davis, F that ninja up. Like, I don't give a fuck, ninja. F that ninja up. Oh shit. Boom. Why you saying the N-word? Boom. Oh God. What the fuck y'all hitting me for? What the fuck y'all hitting me for? What you talking about? Hey, yo, that's racist, you racist bastard. Well, what you talking about? What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? That's the way that I talk. That's the way that I talk. What you talking about? I am no racist. I love all people. I love everybody. I love everybody. Hey, yo, see you. That's gonna be the new shit. I told everybody I love everybody. So y'all telling me that Tio Senior, when he said it to Nakatani, what? It was racist towards Nakatani? Is the Blackanese gonna come out here and protest Teofimo Lopez Sr. for calling Nakatani a ninja? That's what it was? Let me know. Did I miss that protest? The Blackanese came out here and protested Teofimo Lopez Sr. when he called Nakatani and he told his son to be that ninja. Let's take it back. Let's go back.
Walk that distance and fuck that nigga, bro.
We understand that in the corner audio that we just brought you, there was extreme.
Every Latino rapper in Chicago uses the N-word, the man says. D-Wiz in the building. What's good, D-Wiz? You making them think too hard, Punch. I know. You know what it is, D-Wiz? That ain't nobody in this community gonna say it like us. Ain't nobody in this community is breaking it down like this. You know what? Several reasons. They might flag me for this video, and people will want to flag this video because they hate Punch Unboxing. They hate when people keep it real. See, that's been one of the major issues with me in this community, is that I keep it real. I keep it all the way real, and keeping it all the way real for whatever reason is offensive. It's not offensive when it's all real. Real can't be offensive. This is real. Hey, I'm not going to apologize that I was born and raised in New York City in the melting pot, and I'm born and raised with every religion. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm from 175. In the corner, there's a Catholic church. And I've said this a lot of times, you follow the channel. When I'm born and raised, my block, My block, right across the street, is a Catholic church. Across the street, directly from the Catholic church, the cathedral, is a Muslim temple. Across the street directly is a funeral. In the middle of the block, it used to be a Jewish temple. That Jewish temple now is a daycare that is run by Jews. Several blocks away is Yeshiva University, where you can see Jews, Orthodox Jews, and things of that nature. On the right-hand side, on Broadway, you got the Baptist church, Baptist Ike. Pastor Ike, I'm sorry, I said Baptist Ike. Pastor Ike. So, where I'm raised, Muslim, Catholic, Jews, and Christians never had a religious war in my block. I never seen one of the Muslims disrespect a Catholic. I never seen a Jew disrespect a Christian. Nah, we play ball with the Jews. Out there in 187, we play ball with the Jews, with the yarmulke and everything. I'm raised like that, bro. I'm grateful. I love it. You know why? Because it's easier for me to, if I'm going to talk about other race, other ethnicity, other culture, I've lived through it, especially living West Heights, Harlem, and stuff like that. Yo, I know Africans that don't like the culture of African Americans. For real. Let me tell you like this: in New York City, let me give you this. In New York City, when you heard that cabbies wouldn't stop for black people, it wasn't white cabbies. It wasn't white cabbies. No, it was African cabbies. It was Middle Eastern cabbies that just didn't want to stop for black people. It was not white cabbies or a bunch of white cabbies in Harlem, a bunch of white cabbies in the Bronx. Or Spanish cabbies, Dominican cabbies, Cuban cabbies, Puerto Rican cabbies. So when you used to hear, oh, black people don't, they don't stop for black, cabbies don't stop for black. No, maybe because there was a trend of, hop on a cab, tell them the address, and you jump out the cab without paying. My homie used to do that shit. Leonardo Rodriguez con los 10 pesos. I know this black kid at work that snuffed a kid he don't like. All the kids called each other ninjas, but this kid tells him, chill, ninja, and that was his green light to snuff him. He told the boss, he called and yeah, that's what I've seen it, bro. I've seen this. Come on, let's not act. Yo, Leonardo Rodriguez, good looking out with the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. And it's true what you're saying. I believe it 100% because I've seen it. I've seen people use the N-word and then flip it around on them, weaponize it on them, and say, oh, you racist. Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you an example right here. And I played this video yesterday when I had an interview with Keyshawn Davis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, good looking at Leonardo Rodriguez. I appreciate you, my brother. Pat Nation in the building was good, man. Only victim mentality, black people get offended. Ooh. Some Latinos also get offended. I've had an argument. I'm not going to say his name, but I had an argument with a fellow Latino that y'all probably know. I had an argument about this. And like, yo, my man, what are you talking about? Somos dominicanos, mi hermano, ¿qué tú estás hablando así, eh? But good looking out, Pat's Nation, but it's true. It's true. You got another point right there. Now, let me know if just think about this, folks. If Teofimo Lopez Sr., un Latino de Honduras, shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Again, I don't believe that any Latino should get snuffed or get jumped because he used the N-word, but not in the racial, in that racial terminology. Like back in the days, he just used the N-word just like everybody used the N-word, and they weaponized it on Teofimo Lopez Sr. and made him look like a racist, even though I'm showing y'all proof that he told his son to F that ninja up, to Nakatani, that tells you right there that that's just the way that he talked. It don't matter. He's not using the N-word and seeing colors. Teofimo Lopez Sr. doesn't use the N-word and see colors.
Walk that distance and fuck that nigga, bro.
We understand that in the corner.
York. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He uses it just like everybody else uses it. But let's go back to this. If let's say, for example, Keyshawn Davis, and I'm not saying Keyshawn Davis was offended. All we know is that Coach K. Koroma punched Teofimo Lopez Sr. He believed because he used the N-word and they took it and weaponized it on him. But does Keyshawn Davis refer to himself as a ninja? Does Keyshawn Davis and other fighters refer themselves as a ninja? Just by listening to Keyshawn Davis, I know that Keyshawn Davis wasn't offended because Keyshawn Davis calls himself a ninja. How do I know? Okay, I show you. This is why I know that Keyshawn Davis couldn't be offended or anybody else couldn't be offended because I know he referred himself as a ninja. I know Shakur Stevenson referred himself as a ninja. I know a lot of fighters from the black community or Latino community refer themselves as a ninja. But did they use that because he's Latino and took advantage of that? And people want to pick and choose when Latinos could use the N-word or not. And they want to bully people for that word. So they found an opening to land a hand on Teofimo Lopez Sr. because they feel like that word was power for them. You can't use that word, Teofimo Lopez Sr. Usted Latino. You're Latino, my brother. You can't use that word. But do they refer themselves as that word? Hold on. Check out what Keyshawn Davis referred to himself as.
Jamel Charlo likes to front on social media.
Iron Man?
The undisputed.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Jamel Charlo likes to front on, but when he really faces a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I think he might just bitch up.
What does Keyshawn Davis mean about faces a real ninja? What does he mean by that? Come on, let's do some education here. What does Keyshawn Davis feel like when he says, when he faces a real ninja? Is he referring himself as a ninja? So let's say Teofimo Lopez Sr. would have said, hey, yo, to his son, beat that ninja up. Should anybody feel should anybody feel mad? Should anybody feel disrespected? Keyshawn Davis referring to himself as a ninja. So, of course, they shouldn't be mad if Teofimo Lopez Sr. calls him a ninja. Or right? What does he mean? This ninja. What does he mean? Come on, some education here, folks. Come on now. See, I'm bringing receipts. I'm bringing some examples. Teofimo Lopez Sr. got hit as a Latino. He got hit because maybe they feel like a Latino is not supposed to be using that word. You don't got the power to use that word. You need to ask permission, Latino man, to use the N-word. That's disrespectful. But there's black people that call themselves ninja. So me, Latino, calling, let's say, for example, Keyshawn Davis or anybody, yo, my ninja, is that a problem? Or because my skin tone is kind of darker, so I get the pass for it? Or maybe Teofimo Lopez Sr. is like a lighter tone Latino, so he doesn't get a pass for it. I'm kind of confused. You trying to confuse me? You trying to bully us? Who's trying to bully Latinos when cannot use the word? You trying to bully word? You trying to bully me? ¿Qué lo que? Charles and the cheese, la bebida, la bebida, la bebida, la bebida, la bebida, la bebida, la bebida. Don Julio. You're not black. You don't even know how the N-word was used in the past by blacks. You just think of it as a word of endearment. I mean, maybe you don't know from the past either. You don't know how it was used in the past either. And guess what? If we all understand, look, I know this. I know this. I know this. I know this for a fact. I know this. This is what I know for a fact. That everybody that's in America know the history of the N-word in America. Am I right or wrong? Give me a yes or no. In America, does everybody knows the history of the N-word? Come on. Does everybody knows the history? Does the blacks know the history of that word? Do the whites know the history of that word? Do any immigrants that came to America, whether it's Irish and Jews and stuff like that, that followed up, the Latinos, Arabs, Asians, do they know the history of the N-word in America? Who does not know the history of the N-word in America? As a matter of fact, we still in February. I think this is Black History Month. I know this is Black History Month. Who doesn't know the history of the N-word? And can I ask anybody a question? Why the fuck did anyone feel the need to flip the word and make it cool and accept it for everyone to use the word? How dare you use and flip and empower a word that your great-grandmother was raped with that word? Your great-grandfather, great-grandmother was lynched. While Peter, they was using the word. Beating you up, lynching you up, putting you in jail, using the word. How can you flip the word and make it cool? See, every time when I hear this is the real shit that a lot of people don't want to hear. When you hear that word, my ninja, you know when some people be like, when other ethnicity uses, now this is going to hurt right here. This is going to hurt right here. But the truth hurts. The truth hurts. When a Latino says the N-word, a black person that uses the N-word, I'm going to tell you again, I'm not saying all black people, because there's a community, like I said at the beginning, if you're just walking in right now, there's a community of black people that don't like to use that word, that hate that word, that word never became the A. It was always an ER. When they listen to the A, they always look at the ER. They never embody that. They never accepted the word. There is a community, and shout out to those African Americans or black, whatever you want to refer yourself, because of course people want to label them whether black, Negro, color, and stuff like that. People want to take control because it's a form of divide and conquer. They want to label you and stuff like that. But for the people that never flipped the word, for the people that never accepted the word, for the people that never used that word for endearment because they understand the nature of the word in America, I have a lot of respect for those people too. I have more respect for them because, like I said in the chat, and everybody says yes, everybody knows the nature of that word in America. You must be the most ignorant people. And I'm just not talking about, I'm keeping it real. I've used the word, that's ignorance. People use the word, that's ignorance. But it is what it is. We don't believe you. You need more people. That word has changed, and people do use it as endearment. People do use it and accept it as being cool. People do refer themselves as that. People do refer themselves as I'm that ninja and you my ninja and my bitch is my ninja and my motherfucker is my ninja and my ninja, my ninja, my ninja, my ninja, my ninja, my ninja. Everybody is my ninja. But in all reality, that's the most ignorant shit. Because we all know that word should have never been flipped. Because if your great-great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-great-grandfather comes out that grave, and then you call your great-grandfather a ninja. No great-granddaddy, it's okay now. You my ninja. Think about what your great-grandfather may look at you. Can you imagine? I fought for you. Tell me. There is a community of black people that fought for fellow blacks. And I know for a good reason. They did not feel the need to fight to empower that word. That's the most ignorant shit. One of the most ignorant-ish in the black community. That's one of the ignorant shit in the community. There's the most ignorant stuff to be accepted by. There's a lot of words in the English language that you could refer those loved ones, your friends. I like it that people have started calling each other kings and queens. That's dope. I've learned to call my brothers and yo, my brother. That's the way I speak. My brother, yo, my brother. My brother, yo, my brother, yo, chill, my brother. Yo, chill, my brother. I talk like that. That's nature. That's nature. But sometimes you in the hood. Sometimes you just speak that lingo because you can, right? I am black from Spanish Harlem, and most Latinos use the word skinny Kenny. Fact, shout out to Spanish Harlem. Let's go, Spanish Harlem. Jefferson Park in the building. 1199 in the building. Ricardo Steakhouse in the building. Manhattan Center in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Park East in the building. The Coochie Fritos in the building. Between 109th, what is it still there? 109th, between 109th, 108th, or 110 between 110th, 109th. Third Ave. Bang, Mateo said, esa gente con pariguayos y tan perdidos. Good looking out with the $2 super chat. Bang, 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 bang. Con los 2 pesos de plátano. Gracias, mi hermano. Mill City Boxing in the building. What's good? Mill City Boxing in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano. Mill City in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? You remember when Angel Garcia had to apologize because he was calling Keith Thurman a ninja? Let me see if I can replay that. Man, I couldn't upload it, but y'all remember when Spanish Harlem, the heart of New York City boxing, Hector Macho Camacho said this? Hold on. Hector Camacho called out Pernell Whitaker, even Larry Holmes. I'll fight all y'all ninjas. Y'all remember this? When Hector Camacho needed to apologize? Hold on. Check this out. Listen.
Statement that people are repeating around about niggers. Okay, when I made the comment about Mike Tyson, okay, they asked me, what you think about Mike? What's going to happen to Mike? I said, Mike is a very unhappy character because instead of having classy African-American people with class to make them look good, you know, he got all this nigger attitude people around home that makes him act the way he does, like a little piece, and he ain't.
Even back then, people, Hector Camacho, man, come on, I'm from New York City. That's the way that I talk. Shout out to Hector Camacho. He said Camacho was racist. Camacho wasn't racist, man. He's from New York. Camacho wasn't racist. And that's what I mean. It's things like this. Camacho racist. What you talk about Camacho as racist? What you talking about? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. So let me go back to the poll. 230 people voted right now. We got, the question was, do Latinos need permission from blacks to use the N-word? 15% says it's racist for Latinos to use the N-word. 15%. 36% says anyone can say the N-word. 36%. 12% says only blacks can use it. 12%. 37% says nobody should use it. Nobody should use it. I think if there is is always, the N-word has been always an issue. It don't matter if it's in the 2000s, the early 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. There's always an issue. There's always a bunch of people that feel like it's okay to use it. There's always a bunch of people that said it's not okay to use it. There's a bunch of people that says I used to use it and now I don't use it anymore. There's people that have grown away from the word, that has developed other words to substitute that word. And I think that's everything is all healthy as well. Yet in the end of the day, we all agree 100% of us agree, and 100% of us have acknowledged that that word in America was a disgusting word. We all agree that we acknowledge that that word was a disgusting word. That word was never meant to be flipped. But you know what? The most ignorant stuff is that when it seems like a culture of people took control of the word, that word should have been buried. That community should have made it that nobody could use that word. Not themselves, nobody else. But the issue is they empower that word and they flip that word and they made that word cool. But yet, as we can see, that word is never going to be cool for everybody. That word is never going to be accepted by everybody. That word is never going to be accepted. Whatever you feel like nigga and nigger is different, is the same as shit. Is the same thing. Is an ignorant word. It should have never been flipped. It should have never been cool. But the world moves on, and the world has and the world have accepted it. The music isn't the problem. It's the puppet masters in the background. Easy bands, exactly, is different. No, I'm just saying it's still the, you know what it is? You know what it is? Queso. You know why I say it's the same thing? It's because 100% of the people never accepted it. Yet 100% of the people understand that it was a disgusting word. So in the end of the day, look, saying to somebody, you my mother effer, is disgusting. Calling your own woman, your girl, your friend, your sister, your mother, hey, yo, that's my bitch. That's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the most disgusting. It's like a culture, whether it's black or Latino. We have this a culture como no tenemos vergüenza. We're not ashamed in how we devalue each other. And why we flip the nastiest word to make it cool? Why do we flip the nastiest, the most derogatory? Because ninja is one of the most derogatory term for a black person in the past. So why would it be the most derogatory term? Why would you want to make it cool? Because in the end of the day, when you listen to somebody say, hey, yo, that's my ninja. Or this is what I wanted to say before I lost train of thought. Before I lose train of thought. When the Latinos, let's say a Latino, a white, a Asian, say, hey, yo, that's my ninja. And the black person say, why are you trying to be black? See, that's confusing as well. Are you an... That's confusing that it is. Are you a ninja then? Are you okay? You don't want a Latino to refer yourself to, don't want a Latino. I'm gonna give you an example. You don't want Teofimo Lopez Sr. to call you a ninja, but you will call yourself a ninja. But why wouldn't you want to call him a ninja? Because you feel like it's racist. So do you identify ninja as a black person? Any blacks in, now I remember I posed the question for Latinos earlier. Any blacks in the comment section right now, if you identify yourself as black, African American, Negro, whatever the term is, because they added so many terms in America, right? If you refer yourself as black, identify yourself as black, do you identify ninja as black? Yes or no? Any black people in the chat, do you identify ninja as black? Because it's confusing to some, so clarify it for other people. If a Latino like a Teofimo Lopez Sr. says, yo, come on, ninja, and you get mad at Teofimo Lopez Sr. because he's a Latino, if Fat Joe say, yo, ninja, you want to turn it around, so you saying that is racist though. So do blacks identify ninja as black? I ain't talking about the ER. I'm talking about the A. I ain't even talking about the A, because remember, the thing is different. ER and A is different. So the A is what? Ninja. Do anybody identify with himself ninja as black, or what is ninja? What is ninja? Come on. I would never describe my children as ninjas. Easy Band's official says I would never describe my children as ninjas. I don't identify, okay, so I don't identify as African American or color or indigenous. I don't, me either, brother. You know what I'm saying? Me either. Facts. Okay, so Savage in the building. Savage said Black America need to go and travel to these Latin countries and see that they are not the only black people. My homie is Honduran and he's Afro-Black. Shout out to Savage, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. If you want to become a member, join Savage, join Jackie, join Brian. Let's go. Join Randy. Let's go. Become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go. Brian said, I've always grown up and it was heavily used between blacks and Latinos. There was never any racism issues out of it. Down is North Side, Houston, Texas. Brian Guzman. And it's true. I'm from New York City. There was never no type of racism in New York. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, blacks, even the Arabics use it. Even though white dudes use it, I know Jews that use it too. I never seen the issue in the hood. I never seen issue in the hood. I never seen an issue in the hood. I never seen a fight of somebody says he used the N-word on me. Never. But of course, could we be naive as well? Because I keep on saying, well, New York, that doesn't mean New York is everybody. He said, yo, can you consider yourself black? Punch? No, I consider myself human. I don't play the coloring book because I already know. Put it like this. No, I don't consider myself. I don't consider myself color. I don't consider myself white. I don't consider myself yellow. I don't consider myself black. I don't consider myself nothing of that nature. I don't play with the coloring book. I know the coloring book was made to divide and conquer. Ain't nobody a color. Ain't no such thing as black and white. That's identity crisis, in my opinion. I'm sorry, folks. That's just my opinion. That's just an identity crisis. There ain't no such thing as none of that. Everybody can use the N-word. It's simple, Tay said. You can't say that, bro. I'm just giving you my opinion, Big, my brother Supreme. I'm just giving you my opinion. I think it's coloring book. There's people that used to like calling Chinese people, Asian people yellow. They don't like that. They don't refer themselves as yellow. They don't refer themselves as a color. I'm human, bro. Are we going to start calling people purple? Are we going to start calling, I know they call President 45 orange. What is black? What is white? If you don't consider yourself black, you can't tell black men how to feel about that. He said, Big Supreme. I'm liking these dialogues. He said, Big Supreme said, well, y'all feel about this, folks? Hold on. Big Supreme says, if you don't consider yourself black, you can't tell black men how to feel about that. I don't see black men. I just say it because that's what you want to be identified with. Just like trannies, or just like there's other women or men that want to become women. And now you have to respect them and call them a she because they really identify them as a she. I don't think that there is a such thing called black. If you go back to what, 1919 or 1889, was there such thing called black? Big Supreme, when was the first time that there was reference of black? He said, I'm in the Bronx and I seen race wars in high school and Rikers Island. I'm not going to say there's not race wars, but what made up the race? What made up the race? Because around the world is religious wars, it's cultural wars, cultural differences, religious differences. In America is a color war. In America, you go outside of America and you don't hear none of that. What was the war between Bosnian, Croatian, and all that stuff? And Yugoslavia, when Yugoslavia broke up, they're all the same color. What was that war about? All I'm saying is, yes, now people identify themselves as black, as white. But what I'm saying is that was made up. That's what I'm saying. The blacks, the whites, that's made up. Ain't no such thing as black, and there's no such thing as white. I can't tell you. I can't go to the airport and go to Delta and tell me, hey, can I go to White Nation? Can I go to White Nation? Where is White Nation? Wherever the white people at, because there's white people in America. I just want to go to White Nation. What about Black Nation? What are you talking about, Black Nation? I just want to go to Black. Mr. Punch, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you want to go. Look, man, can you just give me a ticket? I just want to go to Black Nation. Sir, I just want to know where Black Nation comes from. I mean, look, sir, there's black people around Africa. There's black people in the Caribbean. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Black Nation. I just want to go to Black. I know there's a lot of black people in America, and I want to go to Black. And I understand. I know it hurts feelings. I know, because people already have massaged their mind and have identified with the color that they think they're a color now. I'm black and you're white, you're yellow. You don't see how ignorant that sounds? You know, I'm not saying that's not, Supreme, I'm not saying that's not how people identify with themselves now, but just listen to each other. Let's look deep into, I'm black, you're white, you're yellow, you're blue, you're green. I'm born and raised in Washington Heights in Harlem. Africans never called themselves black. An African calls himself African. Where I'm from Nigeria. Even the Jamaicans, I'm Jamaican, man. Where you from? What are you? I'm Jamaican. Bombo your Rasta boy. I'm Jamaican. You know why? Because they identify, they have the identity. I'm Jamaican. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Guyana. It's very simple. This is what people don't want to say, Supreme. This is what people don't want to say. This is what the people that and everybody else in the channel. That the reason why Americans call themselves black is because they lost their identity in America. It's because the Africans that came here in ships, and through generations, they lost their identity. So they call themselves blacks, because in all actuality, they don't know what type of tribe they are in Africa. They know that their bloodlines, they know that the bloodline reaches back to Africa. Even even people in the Caribbeans and in Europe or whatever, it leads back to Africa. People call themselves black because they don't know what to identify to. And I said this once before, and there's people out there that be like, yo, Punch, you talking shit. No, this is the truth. Calling yourself black is the same shit as Malcolm X adding an X to his last name. That's my opinion. Calling yourself black is like Malcolm X adding the X to his last name. Why did Malcolm X add an X to his last name? He said, you gaslighting. No, I'm not, brother. No, I'm not. I'm keeping it real from the heart. You telling me that the colors in America is not a form of divide and conquer? Tay said, you stop speaking on something that you don't know. Okay. All right, I'm having a dialogue. This is just my opinion, y'all. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. All I know that back in 1870, there was no such thing as people referring themselves as black. Somebody made it up. Oh, okay, Tay. Somebody made it up. Somebody made it up in the 1960s. Somebody made it up in the 1950s and 60s when the term black came about. So where was the blacks before they was calling each other black? And that's what I mean. This is just terminology that's given. When African Americans became a thing, who came with the tag African American? Anything that they throw at you to identify with, you accept it. Anything they say, they call you color, you accept it. They call you Negro, you accept it. They call you black, you accept it. If they call you African American, you reserve yourself as African American. And then when there's other people that don't identify with themselves as black people, the blacks, there's a community of blacks that like to say, look at this Latino. He thinks that he's Dominican, he no black. Oh, mírate cubano. Yo, my brother, you black. You just a black motherfucker that speaks Spanish. Oh, because they can identify with something. They identify with Puerto Rican. They identify with Cuban. They identify with Nicaragua. They identify with Honduras. They identify with Dominican. You, as a black person in America, you are the one that don't identify yourself as an American, so you call yourself black. You don't identify yourself as an African because you don't know where you are an African, because what they did to our people. There is no such thing as black and there's no such thing as white. There is Polish, there is Irish, there is English. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as white. White was created. The word white was created by whites. Color was created by whites. No, am I saying something that doesn't make sense? This dude is a clown. Harrison, I'm a black student. How I identify as a 35-year-old white man. No black person ever checked. Black people came with a term African American. That's what I'm saying. So it came with a term. Who came with a term before that? And before that? And before that? What's going to be the term? Now, hey, but think about this. There's African American that doesn't look. Was it Morgan Freeman or Denzel Washington that says I don't identify with being African American? So let's go back because of course I'm not saying I know. I'm just saying what I believe was makes sense to me, was logical to me. I'm just saying what make logical to me. Maybe Keyshawn will check you. He can't check me on nothing. On not what I'm talking about. He can't check me on what. And shout out to Keyshawn Davis. I support Keyshawn. I've been supporting Keyshawn Davis since day one. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that in this community. There's people that used to come to me, yo, you was the first person that was talking about Keyshawn. I know Keyshawn Davis because of you, Punch Drum Boxing, because when he was an amateur, nobody was talking about him like in the YTBC the way I was talking about Keyshawn Davis. The same way I'm talking about Ben Whitaker when he was, the same time I'm talking about the young fighters, Boots Ennis. But what I'm saying is, I'm going by the reason that there was this chaos and there was this fight during the Teofimo Lopez Jr. versus Keyshawn Davis sparring session, and the story in which they say that Keyshawn Davis knocked out Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo Lopez Sr. came here on Punch Drunk Boxing yesterday and clarified what happened. And it actually aligned itself with the article that came out in 2019 by Top Rank. So this is the reason why he got punched is because he said the N-word, but he didn't mean to say the N-word like a racist term. He's just saying the N-word just like everybody else says the N-word, right? So then I'm coming up with this live because I've seen chats, I've seen tweets, I've seen comments saying that, that this is racist, that he should not be saying the N-word, that this is the real reason why he got punched by Coach K. Komura because he said the N-word, but he's Latino. So So Latinos can't use the N-word. Is when Latino uses it, a culture of black people feel that a Latino can say or could say the N-word. They pick and choose who has the power to say the N-word. They're giving people permission. They're giving people a pass. What is it?
My son was whooping his ass. So when he turned his back on my son, I told my son, no. The belt hasn't run. Get your shit. So my son came and hit him on the side. And Keyshawn didn't like that. The bell rang right away. The bell rang. He turned around. My son went like this to him. And Keyshawn just snuffed him. So when Keyshawn snuffed him, that's when I went up the ring. And you know me, I say the N-word sometimes when I'm upset, but I'm from Brooklyn and I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
all right?
Slang. Yo,
and they probably K got upset at that. And he got the pass to come and hit me, but he didn't drop me or nothing. We just came and I grabbed him tight and we went into a scuffle and everybody started jumping on top of me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Supreme said that I got to understand that Keyshawn Davis from Virginia, he's from the South. We understand that. We understand that New York people talk a certain way. We understand that shit don't fly in certain states, right? There is more of a deep history when it's talk about racism and terminologies. We understand that. We all educated here. We all know where that word comes from. We all know that in the South it was more racial than in the North. We all understand that. We all understand that is more deep rooted in hate and racism in the South. We understand that. But just like we could understand, but is Keyshawn Davis from the South still uses the N-word to refer to himself? So he can't be mad at anybody using the N-word. So he's still speaking the same lingo as a guy in New York. So what is it in the South? They hate, because I know people in the South that hate the word, that don't use the word. I know in the South, there's people that hate the word, never flip the word, never empower the word. I know people in the South that never refer to themselves as that, never flip the word, never empower the word, nothing like that. But Keyshawn Davis refer himself as a ninja, like I said right here.
Jamel Charlo likes to front on social media.
Iron Man?
The undisputed.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Jamel Charlo like to front on, but when he really faces a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I think he might just bitch up.
He says a real ninja. So he refers to himself as a real ninja. So if anybody else calls him a ninja, should he be mad? He shouldn't pick and choose. He refer himself as a ninja, right? Keyshawn Davis refer himself as a ninja. So I know that he can't use that excuse. Let's say it was Keyshawn Davis, that his story is the truth. That his story is that he the one that knocked out and punched Teofimo Lopez Sr. Even though that I know the story and I never heard in 5 years that it was Keyshawn Davis. I never heard. I always knew that was Coach K. Koroma. Tio says it. The article says it. Everybody, this is new that it was Keyshawn that knocked out. That's all new. This is all new to us. NYC, everyone grows up together and you know if someone is racist or not. Facts. We know that, right? Big Supreme, what part of Africa are you from? Big Pimpin'. I am you will be the first smacked. Teofimo Lopez is 50 years old, white, Hispanic. See, this is what it is. This is what it is, folks. Big Supreme doesn't look at Teofimo Lopez Sr. as just Latino. He identified him as a white Hispanic. So he's white. So the white Hispanic to you is racist. Could be racist or could. I'm not saying that white Hispanic is racist, but you look at his skin color because he's Spanish, that means that he's racist towards blacks. Because now when you see a white Latino, you see a master. So you see the white Hispanic as a master. You see Xander Zayas as master. You see as Tio as master. Danny Garcia as master. But you look at Tito Trinidad as slave, as the Latino slave. And see, that's the problem. That's the issue right there. That's the issue right there. That's the issue right there, folks. See that color shit? You see that color? He's white Hispanic. He's white Hispanic. Yo, that's what I mean. I'm not saying that they don't, you know, that there's no colorism as well. There is, but that's an issue that even certain blacks like Supreme in America see even white Hispanic as a white person. And then when they look at a white person, they look at a white slave. I'm not missing the point. You are missing the point, Supreme. You are missing the point. And this is why there is a division, because your mind is set on color. So you look at Tio, but he said it because he's white Latino. So it doesn't look good coming out of him because he's white Latino. And when I look at him, I look at the white slave. Come on, man. Come on. I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. I'm not trolling at all. Look at the chat. I know what you're trying to say. You identifying with him as the white man, like if he was a white racist saying it. You would look at Teofimo Lopez Sr. saying the N-word the same way you would look at Johnny Depp using the N-word. You would look at him using the N-word with Stewart using the N-word. You won't differentiate because you see color. You won't separate that. You won't say it. You won't look at Teofimo Lopez Sr. as a Latino from Brooklyn. No, you see it as he's light-skinned. But anyway, yo, this is a deep conversation right here. This is a deep conversation. He didn't acknowledge that he was wrong. He did not acknowledge that he was wrong. He acknowledged that he felt that this is the reason why he did get punched, because they took it a different way. They took it a different way. Maybe Coach K Karoma took it a different way. And the people in the gym took it a different way. Because ain't nobody was jumping. Did anybody cause it right? Ain't nobody was jumping Teofimo Lopez Sr. when he says it's a Nakatani. This indicates that he talks like that. It's not, he doesn't say the N-word because he's looking at a color.
Walk that distance and fuck that nigga, bro.
We understand that in the corner audio that
So right there indicates, it's showing you that Teofimo Lopez Sr. doesn't say the N-word in a combative way when he's watching a fight. He's not saying the N-word to refer to as black fighters. You see it right there that he uses it because that's the way that he talks. He calls himself, but Keyshawn Davis calls himself as a ninja. You can't disrespect yourself like that. If you feel like it's disrespecting, then don't disrespect yourself like that. Nah. People picking and choosing. You hit it on the head, Moonshine. Is the light skin. Yeah, that's what it is. They're uncomfortable that he's light skinned. Matter of fact, let's keep on talking about this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yo. You. 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 Me oye, mi gente. You. I don't know if y'all hear me. Frank. Yo. What up? What up? What up? Punch, CNN. All right. So yeah, let's keep on talking about this. My fault. I'm on the road right now. So look, I'm not. And most of the thing. Not most of the thing, man. What the hell am I saying? Maybe the way that I feel is because I'm coming from a New York perspective. Even though that I've traveled, West Coast, Midwest, down south. I've traveled outside the country, so I have an indication. And of course, being in New York City, there's a melting pot. So I do have a feeling or some type of experience to know what the hell I'm talking about. And we all know the truth. We all know that a lot of people talk and have the N-word in their vocabulary. It's just the way that they talk. But we also understand there's people that's trying to weaponize the word as well. That people try to use it against somebody else and say that, oh, you're racist and stuff like that. They want to pick and choose when they say the word, whether they say the word and they mean it as not being malicious, but just using it as a term, just using it as a person, just using it just like, hey, yo, ninja, chill. Yo, ninja, chill. Yo, ninja, what up? Yo, you my ninja. I love you, my ninja. We all know that we use that terminology. The effed up is when you want to pick and choose whether who could say it, who not to say it. You want to own the word. There's a community that wants to own the word. Oh, you the N-word monitor. We have N-word monitors in the community. You're the owner of the N-word. You purchased the N-word and it's yours, and you have the ownership to lease the N-word to whoever you want. Is that what it is? And I said this once before. I said people on a power trip, bro. There's the N-word monitors out here. Y'all on a power trip. And you think about this, folks. I think that power, nobody wants to let go of power. If anybody attains power, they hold it. They want it. You know what I'm saying? They love power. A lot of people's having a power trip. I say this. If there's a community, there's a community out there that enjoys having the power of the N-word. Can you imagine that same community, what they would do if they have the power to own people? Look how there's a community acting towards a word. Now imagine if they had the same power that they use for a word. For a word. There are people out there that's trying to control other people for one word. Can now you imagine the same people, if they had the power to control people, to control the money, to control the circumstances of people? Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, the same people that believe they have ownership of a word and regulates everybody by using how and when, who could use the word. They have the same mindset that if they have the power to control people, classism, same shit. If it's a group of white people that wanted to control black people, if it was the Arabs that wanted to control other Arabs, if it was Arabs that wanted to control other black people, if it was black people that wanted to control the black people. And I'm speaking in colors because that's the way that people identify with themselves. So I have to relate it as black and white so you can understand what I'm trying to say. So I don't want to contradict myself with what I was saying earlier, that I believe that color is a form of divide and conquer, and there is no such thing as black and white, but people do identify themselves as that. So you can understand me, so I got to talk about it like that. The same people, I'm going to say it again, the same people that feel that they own the word, the N-word, and they want to regulate who could use the N-word. If Latinos could use the N-word, if Arabs could use the N-word, if white people could use the N-word, if you are so hell-bent to regulate, to lease out, to give people permission, imagine what you would do with people if you had the power with people, because you have the power of the word. You have the same type of mindset as those people that owned people back then. You just didn't have the opportunity to have that type of power. But if you did have the type of power, you will own people as well. Because I already see it, that with the N-word, you want to regulate people, and that's just a word. Isn't that scary, folks? Isn't that scary? If you don't want others to call you ninja, don't call yourself ninja. If we all understand that the origin of the ninja word, of the N-word, and we all know that it was disgusting, 100% agree with me that we all know where that word comes from when in terms in America. We all know how it was used. We know who they used it towards too. who they identify with the word. Love you too, my brother. Is there racism in America? Yes, there's racism in America, of course, but not racism like it used to be. Not the type of racism. I say that there's racism. Yes, there's racism in America, but racism has no muscle. I said this a long time ago. I'm going to say it now and I'm going to say it again like I said it the year before and the year before. I don't believe that racism today has muscle. But there is racism just like there's liars, just like there's murderers, just like there's still rapists. And those things are never going to end. There's thieves. There's always going to be bad people, wrong people. I do believe in wrong and right, good and bad, godly and ungodly, righteousness and unrighteousness. I believe in that. All these terminologies, too many terminologies as well. And I'm just using these things for an example, for a better conversation. You know what I'm saying? This is a great conversation. I think there's a great dialogue within our community because we hear it from time to time. So my question was that, do Latinos need permission to use the N-word? There may be other people that say, but why does Latino want to use the N-word? What is the nature of you using the N-word? Well, what's the nature of anybody using the N-word? I remember there was I think I saw a series or the news of one of the actors. You remember the actor? And he was telling the white journalist, he said, you really want to use the word, so go ahead, use it. Remember the actor from Malcolm X? The actor from Malcolm X, that he was in a they were having a dialogue of the N-word, and he was telling the white journalist, I said, if you so, like, basically I'm paraphrasing, if you so hell bent about the N of why other people can't use the N word, or why y'all get mad if other people use the N word or whatever. He was telling him, the black art actor was telling the white journalist, so go ahead, use the N word. And the white journalist didn't want to use the N word. And he said, so why you don't want to use the N word? Yeah, because it doesn't seem as like, well, that's what it is. If you want everybody to use the N word, so go ahead, use it. Use it. Let me hear you. Use it. You remember? One of the beauties of Latino and the black community is that we have something in common. Survival, living in poverty, still surviving, doing whatever it takes to survive, turning lemon into lemonade. Our struggles, we have that in common, and we respect each other within our community because that sense of common. We struggle with each other, we grow with each other, we fight with each other. We have different cultures within the community, which in the end of the day makes it beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I come from the Dominican culture household, but man, I had neighbors that was Jamaican, and I love the Jamaican culture, and I love the Jamaican cuisine, and I had Asian friends, I had Chinese friends, I had Latinos, different Latinos, Mexican Latinos, Dominican, Puerto Rican. But in the hood, more Puerto Ricans and Dominicans be having this inner battle, right? This indirect competition, more than even Latinos and blacks. right? Especially in baseball, right? I use this topic. I use the Teofimo Lopez Sr. topic. Matter of fact, if anybody really want to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? If everybody want to use their input, matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link up. I'm gonna put the link. Oh man, I can't do it from the phone. Oh shit. Man, give me 1 second. Let me see if I could do it. Let me see if I could do it like this. Give me 1 second. Yo, 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 yo. Let me know if y'all hear me. Cause I hopped out the live and hopped back in. If anybody want their input, let me know if y'all want to be in the panel. If anybody want their take on it. You know what I'm saying? I open up the panels and stuff like that. Smash that link if you wanna be on the panel. Y'all want to talk about this situation. The first troll that comes in, I'm just gonna take the pad. I'm just gonna end the live. I usually don't send the. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yep. 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 What is?
Hey, Punch, you hear me?
Hold on. Yeah, I hear you.
What's going on, Punch? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's good, Punch? Hey, much love to you, man, and your channel. What's good, brother? Hey, you know what? Forget about what the people say. I don't, you know, about the. Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Hey, what's going on, Punch? Hey, what's going? Hey, much love to you, man. I'm a fan of yours, man. And hey, I just want to give you a shout out real quick. I know you got some people in the back, but I just want to say, man. Do you hear me? I can hear. I can't hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, Punch? You hear me?
I,
Hey, let me call you back, Punch. I can't hear you at all, brother.
all right.
Shit.
Yup. Oh man, that's what it is. My fault. I thought that my YouTube was hooked up to the. Give
Yo.
I don't know if not even your subscribers, there's people like, behind the scenes talking about it. And I love it that you're a straight shooter, bro. And you say it how it is. I believe, man, for real, there's only one race, and it's the human race. We all descended from one woman and one man, Adam and Eve. And that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like all this racist stuff, these are narratives that were fed to us, through generation. And it's not supposed to be like that, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why there's so much segregation. There's so much, like you said, racism, and it shouldn't be like that, because we all could, like I said, we're all human, we're not animals, we're human, and that's the way it's supposed to be, and I just hate that, man. I hate that we have to have some sort of, we have to have some sort of common ground when it comes to this, man. It shouldn't even be like that, like I said, this shouldn't even be a topic. But it's sad. It's sad that it has to go like that. You know what I mean?
I think it's a healthy topic. I think these are healthy topics because I think that, you know what it is. I think that people just not open to talk about it. People just don't want to keep it real about it. But
yeah.
I think everybody knows, especially when we're talking about the Latino and Black community. If we lived it, we was raised in these communities. We know what it is. We know how people talk. We know how people, look, we grow with each other. We build with each other. We share the same struggle with one another. We fight with one another. You know what I'm saying? Look, eventually, if you're born and raised in the inner city and it's Black and Latinos, if you're gonna get bullied, you're gonna get bullied by your own, or you're gonna get bullied by Blacks. Or if you're gonna get stabbed up, you're gonna be probably by your own, or you're gonna stabbed up by Blacks and vice versa, because that's just the community. If you're gonna date a girl, it might be a Black girl or a Latina girl. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad is gonna happen in your community and stuff like that. And that's the thing that we're gonna share. We're gonna share the good and the bad, but let's not act like the bad is not the bad, or there's not no tension. There's also tension, but there's also a great camaraderie between the two cultures, and sometimes the two cultures blend into one culture.
Yep, exactly. No, yeah, it's true. I mean, especially growing up in the poverty, and different communities, you have to consider everybody. We're all going through the same struggle. Just because you're one specific skin color and the other doesn't mean that you went through it more than others. We all go through it differently. You know what I mean? But we're on the same category. And people got to realize, man, that when you go through the same struggle, man, you can't put that the race card anymore. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Latinos and Blacks, especially with that. Can't be like that.
So let me ask you a question. If do you use the N-word?
I mean, when I was little, you say it because you're around. Like I said, I grew up with Blacks and Latinos, so that's the community I grew up with over here in Cali. So that's what you see all the time. But for me now growing up, I don't use it because like I said, I grown out of it. That this is something from the past. But like I said, it's not good for, if you don't want other people to say it, then don't say it for yourselves. Don't use that term. That's why I say, if you feel insulted, other people saying it, then don't utilize that term itself. Just like we don't like utilizing derogatory words that's pertaining to us. I don't use it too. So it's like, why would anybody want to accept? If someone's going to accept it, then you got to accept it from everybody else, from the mass. But if not, then don't use it at all. But I've seen people, pick and choose on who uses it and who doesn't. Like, I've never seen anybody criticize Fat Joe by using it, right? But Keyshawn Davis
they try to hit him with that card like years, decades after, because they wanted to make. I think that there's certain people within the community that they want to be in a power trip, that they want to have power of the word and want to say who and who cannot use it. You know what I'm saying? There is a community of those type of people. Those are community of Black people that never flip the word. There's a community of black people that use the word. There's a community of people that have adopted the word, like Latinos and black and whites, but it's not to use the word as the derogatory manner, but it's to use as, like regular. That's my ninja. Yo, what's good, ninja? It's just now a form of vocabulary, of slang and things of that nature. But
Right.
at the end of the day, if everybody understands that where that word comes from, and everybody understands that not everybody use that words of endearment, there's always going to be an issue there with that type of word.
Yeah, yeah, and you can't be hypocritical on using it. Like, for example, Keyshawn Davis, like you mentioned earlier, he's talking about himself when he uses that word, right?
Exactly.
But he doesn't like Senior to say it or anybody else say it, but he could use it. He could use it for himself. You know, there's no right for you to say it. If, like you mentioned before, if it was meant for the past and how it was meant, then nobody should use it if that's the case. You know what I mean? Right?
Exactly.
But now it's so passive with that term that it's just like nothing. Like they forgot about what that terminology was used from the past. You know? And
exactly. And I'm just saying, and you know, referring to the videos, looking at how people talk. So I gave an example how Senior talks and uses the word without a black person in sight. So anybody that can't say that, oh, Senior doesn't use that word just as a word. You know what I'm saying? He told his son to F that ninja up. And he was talking about Nakatani. So I know so there's the evidence is right there that he doesn't use that word as some type of race. But
yeah, you're right.
Another example of Keyshawn Davis, and I know, and I'm just pointing Keyshawn Davis out because of course it had to do, you know, the N word was in that type of mix of Keyshawn Davis as coach, you know, snuffing Senior and things of that nature, right? But Keyshawn Davis referred to himself as that. So and I pointed that out because in the community there's a community of people that like to refer themselves as that word, but then when somebody else calls you what you identify with, then you get mad. When people say you sending mixed signals, do you identify with a word or you don't identify with a word, or you just want a certain people to identify with that word?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't confuse the people like that.
Exactly. That's it for me. You know, there's no need for me to even utilize that word or any other word that, you know, as slang. You know what I mean? But I also don't want other people to, you know, like I said, if that's the case, if they're getting butthurt by it, then they shouldn't even say it themselves. His coach shouldn't be saying it, you know, and I'm sure he says it. You know what I mean? And you heard Keyshawn say it, and so if Keyshawn is saying it, so his coach is condoning what Keyshawn is saying. So they all know.
Somebody else. So why snuff somebody else for identifying him as what he identified himself?
Exactly. So that's just something like that needs to be put out, bro. You know, it's things like that, man. It's just so dumb, man. But like for me, man, when it's all said and done, brother, you know, we're a human race, man. We're people, and when it comes to boxing too, man. And I want to bring it out there in boxing because there's a boxing channel that there's narratives going on in the community, in the YouTube community, you know. And I'm glad that you're one of the people in the forefront that's not with that nonsense. With racist narratives, you know, you're out there straightforward, straight shooter, man, and you tell it how it is, and you don't look at the person by their skin color, you look at the person by their skills and their accolades, you know. And I think that's what matters the most, you know. And just keep up the good work, bro, because we need more people like you, and you're one of the few. A lot of channels out there, man, they utilize, you know, narratives just to get views and subscribers, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. You know, you gotta make sure that you keep it, you know, unbiased, you know, and you got to be fair and impartial when recommending both, you know, rewards and punishments, if you know what I'm saying, you know.
Thanks, brother.
And that's what it got to do, man. So much love to you, brother. And just want to say, keep up the good work, man. And you know, huge fan of yours, bro.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
You too, man. God bless.
God bless. Bye.
So yeah, man, shout out to the supporters and to the supporters of the channel and things of that nature. But yeah, man, look, there's gonna be this is a subject that is going to pinch some nerves, but there's gonna be some people but there's a subject also. Let's just keep it real. Let's stop acting like let's stop acting like most of the people don't talk like that. We know what it is. And so in the end of the day, was Teofimo Lopez, it was wrong. Was it wrong for Teofimo Lopez Sr. to get punched for using a word that everybody used the word and also refer themselves and identify with that word? Or is it because a Latino says it? And people want to pick and choose and want to identify that when somebody says it, you pick and choose when is the ER reference or the A reference. Even when they say in the A reference, you want to act like it's the ER reference. People need to stop playing that game, that power trip game. And I think that's when Latinos identify that, you know, it becomes attention. It is attention when, oh, Latinos can't say it. They could say it whenever. We let Latinos say it. We let you say it. We give you permission. How many times you heard that they give you a pass? Mother effer, you don't give me, nobody in this world give me a pass for shit. Have you ever heard that term? Let's be real, let's be honest. Oh yeah, he gets a pass. He gets a pass? Who are you to give me a pass? Who are you to give Latinos a pass when to use the N-word? Vice versa. Who gave you the pass? Who gave black people the pass? Who gave white people the pass? Who gave Latinos, anybody else? Man, please stop with this power trip. The power trip. Oh, he gets a pass for you. Oh, yeah, this white guy gets a pass for you. Oh, yeah, this Asian guy gets a pass. Man, shut the F up. Stop it. That's some ignorant ish. Ain't nobody giving no pass to nobody. Ain't no damn hall monitors and stuff like that giving out pass. Oh, well, you could just say nine ninjas words per year. Ruben said, I hate Latinos using the N-word, negative for me. Talk about it. Ruben, let the people know. Why do you feel, I'm driving, I don't want to, why do you feel, he says, I hate Latinos. Why? I'm not saying that people should use the N-word. I don't feel like people should use it. Maybe I don't think that should have been cool. I don't think they should have been flipped. I don't think that if I don't feel like blacks should use it, I don't feel like Latinos should use it. If I don't feel that Latinos should use it, I don't feel blacks should use it. That's where I'm at. If I don't feel that Latinos should use it, I don't feel like blacks should use it. I don't feel like nobody should use it. Look how that sounds. Only what this person could use it, or this culture could use it, or this people could use it. What is that? What is that? Why would anybody feel, well, I don't believe that no Asian should use it. So only Latinos and black could use it because they're from the hood. Like what is this ignorant N-word power trip? Richo says, y'all call black fighters for who's y'all? I don't know if he's saying in the chat, I'm calling you a spick punch. Okay. Whatever that means. I don't think that Latino calls each other for endearment. Hey, yo, what's good, my spick? I think the N-word is different from spick and wetbacks. Like, I don't hear people say, hey, yo, what's good, my wetback? What's good, my wetback? I don't hear nobody saying that. like a love fest. Can you imagine somebody? Hey yo, man, I love, man. That's my spit right there, yo. That's my back right there, man. Hey yo, that's my whip back right there. Yo, that's my whip back. Yo, throw that whip back. That's my whip back right there. Come on, man. What's going on here? What's going on here? What y'all want to see next for Teofimo Lopez? Teofimo Lopez said he want to fight in Honduras. Subriel Matias, I heard that Subriel Matias is not gonna be fighting Liam Paru. Do we want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Subriel Matias out there in Honduras? Or I've heard people come to me and saying, "Hey, yo, Punch, but yo, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn Davis is talking ish about Teofimo Lopez. What about Teofimo Lopez and Keyshawn Davis? Look, ladies and gentlemen, Keyshawn Davis. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis, silver Olympian. I think that him calling out Teofimo Lopez is what every young fighter should be striving for. They want to fight the best and things of that nature. But I think that Keyshawn Davis should also be calling out Shakur Stevenson in the 135-pound division. I also know that Keyshawn Davis currently right now is not top 5 in the lightweight division in any of the sanctioning bodies. He's not top 5 in the WBO. He's not top 5 in the WBC. He's not top 5 in the IBF. He's not top 5 in the WBA. So let's be real. He is not ranked in the 140-pound division through any sanctioning bodies or the WBO. Even if Teofimo Lopez says yes, I want to fight Keyshawn Davis. That fight will not be sanctioned by the WBO because for Teofimo Lopez to have a voluntary bout, he needs to fight somebody within the top 15 in the WBO. So let's be real, let's be honest. Teofimo Lopez versus Keyshawn Davis is not a realistic fight. It's not a realistic fight. What Keyshawn Davis should do is you really put himself in position for a Teofimo Lopez fight and become a champion or become some type of interim champion in the 140-pound division through the WBO, so he could be in line to be mandated. He could be in line to get a shot, so he won't be overlooked like that. Yet in the end, Keyshawn Davis is not nearly in position for a title fight. He's barely a contender in the 135-pound division. So it's a call out, but in my opinion, is a call out that right now is not realistic. It's not a fight that's going to be made. It's not close to being made. He's not in the division. He's not ranked high. And also, I do believe that genuinely, Keyshawn Davis was calling out Teofimo Lopez and really trying to stay on Teofimo Lopez's neck because Teofimo Lopez called out Big Bro Terrence Bud Crawford. And there is a history that when somebody's calling out Bud Crawford, Keyshawn Davis feels like he needs the goons and protect Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Not protect them, but feel his loyalty present. When Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is going at it, Keyshawn Davis felt the need to go at it with Earl Spence and then with the Frank Martin stuff. Then the back and forth between Bud Crawford and Jermell Charlo and Keyshawn Davis was calling Jermell Charlo a bitch, right? And now that Teofimo Lopez is calling out Bud Crawford, now Keyshawn Davis is calling out Teofimo Lopez when he never called out Teofimo Lopez. So to me, Keyshawn Davis does have a track record in being this loyal goon to Bud Crawford. And I'm not saying he shouldn't call out Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Teofimo Lopez was calling out Lomachenko for a long time. But for Teofimo Lopez to get that shot of Vasily Lomachenko, he needed to be a Richard Comey and become a champion to unify the titles with Lomachenko. If Teofimo Lopez never would have fought Richard Comey and beat Richard Comey, then he would never get a shot of Vasily Lomachenko. So Keyshawn Davis need to really put himself in realistic position if he really wants Teofimo Lopez. But he could put himself in better position, be the businessman that he is, and fight Shakur Stevenson or challenge Shakur Stevenson. That's how I feel about it. The Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, I think is a good fight. It's like I said yesterday, I do get mixed emotions between this fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight because I feel like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney knows each other very, very well. Ryan Garcia did give Devin Haney his last 8 count in the amateurs. They know each other very, very well. But if I could honestly say who got better, who got stronger, I think that Devin Haney got a little stronger. I think that Devin Haney is more sure of himself in the ring. I think that Devin Haney is more comfortable with his style and more faithful to his style. And I think that Ryan Garcia is still growing as a fighter. Like I said yesterday, we see him implement and do things that Derrick James don't even teaches. So it just indicates to me that even in the last fight, Ryan Garcia did whatever he wanted to do. I don't know what type of game plan they had or style to break down Oscar Duarte, but it seemed to me that Ryan Garcia is still fighting the way that his father taught him, Henry Garcia. You know, I think no trainer has changed Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia probably got stronger because he got heavier, of course. He got his man strength. I think that Ryan Garcia got quick hands. I think he got one of the fastest hands in the sport of boxing. He got the killer instinct. Once he got you, he knows how to get after you and close the show. That's one thing we know about Ryan Garcia. He knows how to close the show. And I don't think that's the only part of Devin Haney that he doesn't have yet. It's still working for him. So it's safe to lean towards a little with Devin Haney because Devin Haney has great momentum. Devin Haney has great momentum in fighting champions like Vasily Lomachenko and Regis Prograis, regardless if people felt that Devin Haney versus Lomachenko was controversial, but he held his own. You know what I'm saying? That was more a matter of the judges than taking what Devin Haney did, or you can't take away his performance and the way he tried to win the fight. And he stand on his own. You can't take that away from Devin Haney. He showed up just like Vasily Lomachenko showed up. If we're mad at anybody, then be mad at the judge. You can't be mad at Devin Haney because I think that he held his own. Not necessarily I believe that he won that fight, but it wasn't to really degrade and devalue Devin Haney at the same time. And look, everybody knows that in boxing, you know, is a what have you done for me lately type of sport. We never know if Ryan Garcia shows up like he did versus Luke Campbell. We all know that Ryan Garcia could take a punch. I don't expect Devin Haney to stop Ryan Garcia. I really don't expect Devin Haney to knock out anybody in 140 and stuff like that. Not in 140. Not anybody in the top 10 in 140. I don't expect none of that. But what do I expect from Devin Haney? I do expect Devin Haney to outbox his opponent. I do expect Devin Haney to, if he's going to win the fight and he's going to have a lot of success, is to outbox Ryan Garcia. I just think that Ryan Garcia, I think he doesn't get the chance I don't think that Ryan Garcia has ever gotten the the benefit of the doubt. I think that Ryan Garcia was always criticized. That has really nothing to do with boxing. I think people found criticism in him and how he is in social media. calling him an influencer. We all know that Ryan Garcia is a 7. What is it? Ryan Garcia got so many national titles that I forgot how many times he won the national titles in the amateurs. He was groomed for this. Not everybody's Javante Tank Davis. I don't think that whatever Javante Tank Davis did to Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney is going to do. Now we see some body work from Devin Haney in the fight with Vasily Lomachenko. Will Devin Haney take that type of momentum and enhance his boxing weapons? You know what I'm saying? We've seen Devin Haney get neutralized with his biggest weapon, the jab. Is Ryan Garcia capable to neutralizing the jab of Devin Haney? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to neutralize the jab. But let me tell you like this. If he could counter with the left hook, he could counter with the body, could counter with the left hook. I want to see how people could go to Devin Haney's body. I want to know if he could handle those type of punches. We did see Devin Haney get hurt by Jorge Linares, and we all know that the bell saved him, and Devin Haney did the proper veteran move to survive. I think if Ryan Garcia hurts Devin Haney, knowing how Ryan Garcia has that killer instinct as well, and he knows how to close the deal, I know he didn't close the deal versus Emmanuel Tagu, but I think that Devin Haney can't survive getting hurt by Ryan Garcia. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that Devin Haney got the chin like that. I'm not gonna say that I've seen Devin Haney get hurt a lot before, but I just think that Devin Haney he wins fights, but he doesn't take that type of risk to close the show. I think he fights very careful. Very careful. And that's the reason why he really doesn't commit to his power punches. Because if you want to sit down on your power punch, it's gonna take a little many seconds to land these power punches and risk, going to the body, shooting that left hook, shooting that right. You're more subjected to being countered when you're throwing them power shots. I mean, you can get countered with the jab, but when you're trying to land some power shots, you got to commit more. It was going to take a little time while you shooting them shots. I got Devin winning versus Ryan, but you never know. You're not beating the racist allegation with these fakes. I don't know. Is that Yo, I think it was a good dialogue though. I think it was a good dialogue. Professional boxing has become a joke. That's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. That's when I started watching the amateurs. That's when I started watching the amateurs. That's why people always be like, yo, why you fan of this person and this person? Because I've been following them since the amateurs, just like Keyshawn Davis. I've been following Keyshawn Davis in the amateurs. A lot of people like to say that Andy Cruz will beat Keyshawn Davis. I'm saying like this. In the professional level, I think that Keyshawn Davis will beat Andy Cruz. I always felt that I felt like Keyshawn Davis won one of those fights. I think it was the second fight that was televised of Keyshawn Davis versus Andy Cruz. I think he really got robbed in the second fight. Um, the Olympic fight was kind of close. I think that Andy Cruz just knows the point system better than Keyshawn Davis in the amateur circuit. But I always felt that Keyshawn Davis in the amateur had a professional skills. I mean, had a professional style. So I always said that in the professional level, I think that Keyshawn Davis beat Andy Cruz. But one of the things that I like about what Andy Cruz did, and Andy Cruz is going to be what, 30 years old? One of the things that I do like about Andy Cruz is that Andy Cruz became a professional, and he didn't come a professional to become comfortable. He went straight to a coach that's going to teach him the pro game, the pro style, and he went to Bozy. Bozy don't speak Spanish, so I like that move. It shows me a lot of maturity from Andy Cruz. He didn't go to somewhere comfortable, someone that's gonna speak Spanish, that's gonna pamper him, but somebody that's really going to teach him, somebody that's not gonna take no nonsense from him. And I like that move. It showed me a lot of character by Andy Cruz training with Bozy. It showed me a lot of maturity because he could have easily go to somewhere that he's comfortable. He could have gone to Salas. He could have gone to another Cuban coach, but you know, the Cuban coach also has a reputation of Cuban fighters not really going for the kill. You know what I'm saying? And it has to stand and it has to go with the that Cuban fighters, they're not brought up doing hard sparring. So when it's time when it's time for that gut check, you know, Cuban fighters, you know, people feel that Cuban fighters don't really show up. They don't have that dog. They don't have that dog because they're really not used to uh, uh, um, having that dog in sparring because they don't believe in hard sparring in the Cuban dungeon. And look, the last performance by Andy Cruz was a very, very good performance. It was a very, he looked very, very sharp. His power was intact. He wasn't slapping punches like he usually does in the amateurs. He's really turning on his punches right now. And that's one of the things I follow Andy Cruz for a while as well. Andy Cruz used to slap a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? But now he's turning on them punches. And that's why we saw the way that he performed last fight. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good live. Maybe tomorrow we could keep on talking about it. But thank you for the people that tuned in today. And you know, again, I know it was kind of you know, it was kind of tough. Maybe some people didn't understand what I was talking about or what people in the chat was talking about. At the end of the day, I don't believe that anybody should be asking permission for the N word. I don't think nobody should act like they own the N word. I don't think that um, um, if one race can't use the N word, if the blacks don't want the if the blacks don't want the Latinos to use the N word, they shouldn't use the N word as well. That's how I feel as well. Nobody, if y'all want to use the N word and everybody use then everybody use the N word. At the end of the day, we know that right now where we at in a country, people that are using that N word is using they not using it as maliciously. They're using it as a form of endearment and things of that nature is a form of a slang now. So people need to stop with this power trip and trying to pick and choose when to weaponize the word or things of that nature. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep on talking about this tomorrow. Tomorrow we back at it 8 p.m. Eastern time. Probably we do have a special guest. We want to get Keyshawn Davis on the channel, interview and let him tell his side of the story. Let me know what y'all think. Probably we'll get Keyshawn Davis tomorrow or this week, and let's see his side of the story because he does have a side of the story. Keyshawn Davis did hit me up and he said he wants to tell his side of the story. So probably get Keyshawn Davis tomorrow, early this week, Friday, whenever. So love y'all, everybody. God bless. God is good. God is great. We're one race, the human race, sons and daughters of the Most High. Love y'all. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to everybody that supported the channel, that donated to the channel, that smashed the like button, that shared the live. Share the live, man, so we can have this conversation. Matter of fact, I want to see what another channel if they want to talk about this in a live. I want to hear what they have to say. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.